Hello, once again, and welcome to Let's Talk Marriage. I am Pastor Larry, and this is Let's Talk Marriage. I hope everyone is doing well today. If you woke up this morning, it's a blessed day, and every day is blessed. All right, we're going to get right on into our topic on today. Our topic today is none other than let's go to church. Let's go to church. all right. Now, let me get right on into it, my subject here. Now, I get so tired or even sad seeing married women going to church by themselves. Now, most of the churches you go to, there's usually more women than men. But most of the women are married. Where is the husband at? Do you not like the church that your wife go to? If you do not like the church that she goes to and you could think of another one that you would go to, you need to have that conversation. Or that conversation should have been had before you walk down that aisle. That's going back to that other lesson. Now, why would you let your wife dress up, put on her smell good, and come follow me, and you staying at home because you want to watch the football game? That's why they made DVRs. Record it. And just don't listen to the news and nothing until you get home. But it'll be just like you never even saw the game or missed the game. We have to, especially us Afro-American folks, we need to do better than that. Us fellas, we need to be in the church. We need to be active in the church. Guess what? If you don't go to church as a father, guess what? Your kids ain't gonna want to go. Mama gonna have to make them go. Make it a day. Everybody go to church and say, "Oh, I'm taking everybody out to dinner after service." Make it a day, but make it a family day. Your wife should not be going to church by herself, looking sad because he ain't there with her. She needs her husband there, her support, her leaning tower. She need him there to support her. While she's sitting in the service, sit there with your wife. Go on to church with her. Make it a family day. Sit right next to her. Say, I'm going to church with my wife. Even if you don't go all the time, just go sometime. And stay the whole day. Don't come at the last minute. You might as well stay at home. Go and spend the entire day with your family. And it start on Sunday morning. That's the day you can go to church with her. And, you dress up. How often you going? You ain't taking her out nowhere. So you might as well use Sunday to dress up. At least you ain't take her out nowhere where she have to dress up. And Sunday is the only time you can do that. You can take the whole family out. Go somewhere after service, go to the movies or something. Especially churches, because most churches don't have evening service anymore unless it's a special program, which I kind of agree with that. If it's a special program, yeah, you have evening service for the special program. But Sunday is for God and family. So you serve the Lord, you go to service on Sunday morning, after Sunday morning service, spend time with your family. Take them out. Go to the Old Country Buffet. Is that still around? Go to the buffet or something. Or take them downtown or something. Take them for a drive, Whatever happened to the Sunday drives? That's what they used to do back in the day. They would get together on Sunday. They would go to church and the family would get together and they'd just go for a drive. Or just go to the mall and walk around. Have dinner at the mall or somewhere over at the mall or something. You scared you're going to go to the mall, you're going to have to spend some money. Ain't buying that woman nothing. She got enough shoes. So, buy another pair. Make sure we are going to church with our spouses. And when you go to church with your spouse, look at the reaction she had when you go to church with her. Look at her face. See how happy, or when she getting up and getting ready, and all of a sudden, just surprise her one morning. Say, I'm going to church with you. And see, watch what she gonna say. What? You going to church with me? Yeah, make sure you we are making this a family thing, and then the kids be running. Daddy going to church with us. What? Daddy going to church with us? Yeah, because you don't want to put that in your sons that when they get a spouse that they ain't gonna have to go to church with their spouse. You want to instill that in them, and because that all begins at home. The training and all that begins at home. And you don't want your sons growing up and their wife going on off to service and they sitting up at home watching football games. Them football games ain't going nowhere. Especially in Chicago, our teams lose anyway. So why would you sit up there and miss a family day to watch the team lose? And by the time most churches are out, the game haven't even started yet, if that's what you want to do. And even if you do that, make it a family thing. Take them to a game, afternoon game after you leave out of service. Take them to a night game or something if you have to. But make it a family day and spend time with your spouse and just make it, because we don't want to spend time with our spouses. We just go on off, let them go on to church, and you figure that's the time you get to lounge around in your underdrawers and come on, people. Lounge around in your, come on now. And the wife going on off to church and, even if it's a small church, just go on to church with her. Just support her, at least that one day. And then you'll find that she'll enjoy service more and she'll get more involved. If you wouldn't get involved and, stay in church, you don't have to. Everybody ain't no deacon. Everybody can't be a deacon. Everybody can't be a preacher. Some fellas don't want to go to church because they know they got a calling. You know what? Nobody's going to make you do anything. So if you want to just come there and sit, and y'all churches, stop bothering these people when they do come to church. Don't put them on Front Street. Oh, we happy to have brother here. I ain't seen you in a long time. Guess what? You ain't going to see him no more either if you keep doing that. Don't be calling these folks out. Just say after service. Just after service, you can go up to them and say, oh, I was glad to see you today. Hope to see you again. But don't put them on Front Street. They're already sitting there uncomfortable because they haven't been there in a while, and you going to bust them out. You ain't been here in a while. Where you been at? He ain't no good. No. Make sure you are going to church with your spouses and spending time with your family, and do family things together. Especially we had talked about divorce on last week. Especially we have these blended families. You have children, she have children. Make sure you do things together, and everybody gets used to each other and being around each other and enjoying each other. And on Sunday morning is because a lot of times on Sunday morning, even though that's supposed to be a family day, that's the time you usually get into it. Because somebody running late or somebody taking too long. If that man decide to go to church with you, and if he taking a little time and you have to miss something, long as he going with you, don't bring it up. You the one that made me late. I wanted to be here because I had to sing. You can't sing no way. So go on, let him take his time, because he might want to put on that special suit. You might want to put on that special suit and take his time, look in the mirror a little bit, make sure he all together before he goes to the house of the Lord. So make sure that you are supporting him when he does go to church, and don't be bringing it up. It's about time. Don't say don't say that. And when folks say, "Oh, where you been at, brother?" Don't answer for it. He ain't been nowhere. Was just laying up there watching that football. Oh, devil. Guess what? He ain't gonna come back no more. And again, stop putting these people on front when they show up for service. Let them come in and feel comfortable before you give them the truth. Because there ain't nothing wrong with giving them the truth. But you got to ease it in. Just like when you feeding a baby, you don't get no baby no meat right away. You kill the whole thing. First, you got to give them milk and get them associated with, just introduce them to a little meat, and then you got to mash it up, and that's how you have to bring it. Stop putting these people on front when they walk in the service. Don't be whispering, there he is. He ain't been in long. I didn't know they were still together, honey. Stop being nosy. Let him come in and enjoy himself, and let him sit there with his wife and enjoy his wife. Then he get an opportunity to see how his wife reacts in church and how she say amen. Before you know it, he'll be saying amen. Did I say that? He'll be saying amen too. So enjoy each other while you can, as couples. God put you together. Don't let your wife go to church by herself and you laying up at home. What kind of mess is that? When when y'all were going out to the club, you ain't gonna let her go to no club by herself. Even when they call themselves was having women's night, went out to the club, you was somewhere behind the bushes, hiding. Let me see what she doing. Or you call somebody and say, man, you gonna be down at the club? Let me know what she doing down there. So don't be, make sure you go to church with your wife. And just stop sitting up at home. I mean, if you don't like the church, find one that you like and say, hey, why don't we go over and check this church out? And she'll be too glad to go because she know you will be going together. And because you were raised in the church, that don't mean you're supposed to be there. If your husband have a problem with that church, you need to sit down and have that conversation with him, saying, well, what's the problem, then you might understand why he don't go. But if he got a lame excuse, that's a football game. No, fellas, come on. You got to do better than that. So let us all have family day on Sunday. Let us attend churches and together with your spouse and enjoy it. Get to meet the other fellas. Ask them out, say, hey, man, y'all like fishing or something? Take the fellas out and go fishing with them. Or go bowling or something with the fellas. When the women go off and do their little shopping things. You get together with the fellas in the church, you might find out you're having a good time with them. And if you like to barbecue, have a barbecue at your house on Sunday. Say, hey, man, everybody come over to my house. I'm going to be putting some ribs on the grill, something like that. Just make it a family thing. This is Pastor Larry. I'm signing off. And make sure you are in church sitting next to your wife. This is Pastor Larry signing off, saying God bless you, God bless me, until we meet again with Let's Talk Marriage.